Hey, what's up guys, Rif here. Welcome back to a series so Desu, even Rev subscribes. Today we're going to be talking about a very serious topic, and that of course is the epidemic of sloptubers. Now luckily for society as a whole, there are some brave warriors out there, including some Hassan orbiters who are courageously calling out sloptubers who they believe are literally rotting the brains of millions across the world. Now, given the intro to this video, you understand one of the people being labeled as a sloptuber and targeted by a Hassan orbiter, and that, of course, is MorePegasus. The legendary series is being targeted once again, this time by a Hassan orbiter. And of course, with MorePegasus and channels like myself, Hassan and his orbiters are an infinite content glitch, okay? It is a loop that plays on forever because all you have to do is just let them talk. Let them tweet, let them stream, let them make clips because what they say is outrageous, and all you gotta do is present what they say publicly and give a little bit of commentary on it, and you have free content forever. But someone is trying to squash these sloptubers out there, and that is Denim's TV, the Hassan waiting room herself, with her content that is basically the equivalent of 3 doses of NyQuil because it'll put you to sleep that quickly. Now, she is one of the 3 stooges that are the subjects of Ethan Klein's copyright infringement lawsuits, and we'll get to her in just a second, but let's get an update on the other 2 receiving ends of this set of lawsuits. It's been almost a year since this saga began, believe it or not. So let's check in on Caseytron. Caseytron is a very simple one. We have a actual neat bow on this one. It is complete, despite the fact that she was vowing to fight this to the end and even try to play the role of an innocent white woman just to eventually settle with Ethan and Hila and give a public apology where she basically said, I did everything wrong, I'm a liar, and even said that Hassan basically left her high and dry and did not support her at all. Very funny stuff. The other person involved is, of course, Frogan. It's been a minute since we've talked about the Frogmeister over here, the Froganator. Well, her GoFundMe is still alive. She's still fighting well, it's not the good fight. Anyone with a brain looking at the situation, they know how cooked she is right now. And she's been stuck at the same sort of money raised forever. She's been stuck at $38,000 of her $200,000 goal for months now. It's completely over. She's never going to reach it. And anyone who's giving money to this GoFundMe is quite literally lining the pockets of Ethan Klein when she eventually loses this lawsuit. But I think she has other things to worry about beyond this because, well, recently she's been begging for rent money and has even gone as far as to beg for $500 to have a cast removed.
Is this a goodbye stream for your cast? Exclamation point tip, say goodbye to the cast. I need $500. I need $500 for tomorrow to pay for my cast. Exclamation point tip.
From a 2-time rising Twitch star to someone literally begging for $500 to get a cast removed, the downfall of Frogan is one that you can probably blame on a lot of yes men and women. People who were hyping her up despite the fact that she was not some sensation on Twitch. They made her seem like she was the biggest thing on Twitch when in reality that wasn't the case, and she was struggling to even average around 100 viewers on a platform that she is getting her livelihood from. And if you want to waste $500, please don't do it on her cast because, I hope at least if she does get the $500, she gets that cast off real quick. Otherwise, I would assume when she eventually loses this lawsuit with Ethan Klein, that $500 will go right into his pocket alongside everything from the GoFundMe. And if you want to waste $500, look no further, ladies and gentlemen, oh, did you hear that? Oh, I just banged my hand on the table. Oh, my hand feels funny. Oh, geez, guys, I might need some help on this one. Every cent will help me in my recovery. I really appreciate it, guys. That would be tremendous of you to aid in my suffering here to try to heal this up. But anyways, let's move on to some advice for Frogan. I'm gonna say it again. Go to McDonald's. Okay, the amount of subs she has on Twitch, if you average it out, she is making a fraction of minimum wage. And I don't say go work in McDonald's or a fast food place as an insult to anyone who works in the industry. You honestly provide more than a person like me does, okay? At least you're providing a tangible service, okay? But in California, where I believe Frogan still resides, the minimum wage in California for a fast food worker is $20 an hour. That is actually a pretty good wage for a fast food worker, and she would make infinitely more by simply coming home. But anyways, to the main topic for today, Denims TV. She is still fighting the fight with Ethan Klein. She is confident she's going to win. She has raised the most, but then again, she's only one of two horses left in this race, so to speak. And she's raised $56,000 of her $100,000 goal. I don't think she's ever going to reach that. She's been stuck around that number forever as well. And despite her legal troubles and a pretty bad set of legal troubles, she's been picking fights left and right for relevancy. She called Emiru a racist chud for not wanting to speak about issues like ICE. And now she's picking a fight with Pegasus, of all people. And the reason for it is quite simple. She is seething. I mean, there's no other way of saying it. She is very upset that these slop-tubers are making her and Hassan and the other orbiters look bad by simply displaying their public behavior.
What's your opinion on slop tubers like MorePegasus? Who? If it's one of those channels that like every other video is Hassan is 100% done, Hassan is cooked, it's over, I fundamentally can't respect that type of person. I don't watch those videos because that's like it's bad for your brain.
Right. Okay. First off, bad for your brain, really. Coming from Denims here, literally listening to you talk has already within these 10 seconds lowered my IQ by 10 points.
I love the absolute narcissism in the beginning. It's so transparent where she's like, slop-tubers like MorePegasus? Who? And then she goes on to literally describe details about his channel. Like, she obviously has seen his videos. She obviously is aware of him, just like Hassan is. But they don't want to directly acknowledge their existence because, well, it makes them look bad. And it also would encourage their own viewers to go check out these videos that make people like Denims look really bad. And of course, you know, she talks about the sort of format that MorePegasus has used on that channel, specifically the "it's over, he's finished," and a lot of it's referring to Hassan. I do the same thing. You know why? Because, well, sensationalism works on YouTube. That is the meta. I don't care what anyone says, that is the meta. Okay, everything is oversaturated, everything is extreme. People use very sensationalized titles, thumbnails, what have you. That's what everyone does, including people like Hassan, his orbiters. Everyone does it. So to try to single him out is kind of ridiculous. And I do love the memes from back with the Mr. Beast trouble. What was that, like a year plus ago? Year and a half ago? I mean, it works. This is from the MorePegasus channel. Like, do you see the views? This is generational wealth, ladies and gentlemen. Just using the same stuff. Finally done. The end. It's done. Finally over. He's done. It's over. He's cooked. Yada, yada. And the reason why this works is because people click on it. That's it. And I know he does what I've done as well, and that's use A/B testing. It's a thing with YouTube where you can present multiple thumbnails and or titles, and it kind of disperses it evenly amongst viewers or potential viewers, and it tries to gather what was more effective at getting people to click on your video. And this type of stuff always wins out every single time. And yeah, it's very simple as to why that's happening. And also, I love the fact that he kind of proves a very good point. At one point in his video, he talks about how he's not even going to include Denims in the title or any sort of real center of this video, even though she's the main topic, because she's just not relevant enough to produce attention. And I thought about this myself. I've talked about denims plenty of times, and I searched on my YouTube channel denims, like in terms of titles. 0 results. And I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I would never include her name in a title because it has no traction whatsoever. Like that, she's the Hassan Orbiter. Using Hassan Orbiter would bring more attention to the video than actually using Denim's name. And here you can see he uses Shoes face on the thumbnail because she was also a part of the video. And that's a smart choice because people would rather click on a thumbnail with Shoes face than Denim's face because she's more relevant. But yeah, there's a lot more to this. And this next part we're going to see is Denim's really projecting about people needing to farm rent money off of this ecosystem surrounding Hassan and how she's somehow different. And she says also, you know, that this content's bad for your brain. Interesting strategy.
Don't watch those videos because that's like it's bad for your brain. It's only if your entire ecosystem revolves around Hassan being able to pay your rent and your Hassan hatred just paying your rent and paying your child support. There's nothing that I'm learning from your channel. There's nothing. I think I tried one video from one of those channels and it was crazy how quickly they just descended into slop.
Okay, can somebody explain to me, like, what does that even mean? What does it mean that, oh, I was watching the video and then it descended into slop? Can you please elaborate or something? I guess that would require more than 2 neurons firing there. But if you mean criticizing Hassan, yeah, I mean, that's going to happen in a Hassan critique video, right? Also, I don't know how many times I have to explain this to my ops here. I do not need to make Hassan videos to pay my rent.
Yeah, I love how she says this sort of content is bad for your brain. I think the lady doth protest too much, okay? This is absolutely crazy to say. She can't really explain why it's bad for your brain. It's bad for her brain because, well, it's criticizing people like Hassan that she worships. People in that orbit absolutely hates seeing evidence of them being wrong about things. So clearly it's bad for their brain. But she says something really interesting. She says if your entire ecosystem revolves around Hassan being able to pay rent/child support, that's a really bad thing. Well, first of all, child support. Who is paying child support unless Pegasus is not telling us something? I don't know what's going on here, but that seems like a bit of a stretch. But also, yeah, I think a lot of the people they're labeling as slop tubers, I think with or without Hassan or these orbiters, I think all of them would be just fine. Okay, it's not like this all popped up last week or something. Everyone who talks about this stuff has other things they normally talk about. This is just free content that adds on to whatever these people are already talking about. But, you know, it's really rich hearing all of this from Denims, because we have one of these infamous clip channels of Denims, right? Talking about an ecosystem of farming hates. I mean, just type in Ethan on this channel, and this is just one of many channels. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. It's all about Ethan and all of these people. She does the exact same thing that she's accusing others of doing. And then she adds in a little part about hatred of Hassan and that these people are so desperate to make money. Meanwhile, she literally like thrives off of having an OnlyFans. In fact, she's so insecure about her lawsuit and raising money. This was the post she used to promote her GoFundMe. She's so unconfident in her ability to raise money through a traditional means that she has to take a provocative photo with pictures of a certain mustached man from Germany, by the way, to try to basically squeeze out money from simps is crazy. She's talking about shamelessness and all these people not being able to pay their bills without Hassan. Meanwhile, she's literally selling her body online for the price of a cheeseburger. And like, I'm not even saying like a you know, an upper echelon one. We're not even talking about Five Guys or like a Whataburger. We're talking about value menu at this point. I mean, the audacity of someone like that to say all these people are desperate for money and doing anything and degrading themselves basically online. And she gets very upset about people criticizing Hassan. I wonder why. He is your source of income. You are the Hassan waiting room. to try to shame anyone for talking about this guy and daring to criticize him is incredibly ironic, given you are the orbit. He is the sun in your solar system, and you orbit around him. You have nothing else. You have to pay attention to everything he's doing. You cannot disagree with him. We saw those resurfaced clips where you used to disagree with him. Man, are those being overlooked very quickly. Because I guess, well, to keep going in the orbit and keep relevancy, she had to flip her opinion completely 180. Because she used to say he was a disingenuous person. A bad example of someone to basically get your opinions from. But now she'll listen to anything he has to say. And again, she says to watch out for people like Pegasus and other slop tubers because their content has descended into slop. I would love to hear how this is all descended into slop. They cannot provide a single reason. All they can do is name call, make things up. I mean, that's the traditional Hassan tactic all the orbiters have developed. But at the end of the day, we're here to farm, ladies and gentlemen, and with people like Denims, the well never runs dry. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.